Already got the weather alert for more heavy rain and perhaps even more gusty winds. But Mark, what an unusual afternoon. We had our first tornado warning of the year. It happened in April, which is unusual, and it's also very unusual to have a tornado warning when the air is so cool.
Yeah, temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s in northeast Connecticut where we had the particular tornado warning. It was issued at 2:31 this afternoon, and this is a warm front kind of situation where we can get quick spin-up type tornadoes.
Exactly, and you know, according to the National Weather Service, the rotation made it down to about 4,500 feet above the ground, but below that, the air was relatively stable, so no tornado reached the ground this afternoon.
All right, so this is back when the warning was issued, and you see these yellow cylinders here, or circles that are animating. This is an exclusive tool that we have here at Channel 3 to help us determine where the rotation is, and the fact that these are yellow shows, as Bruce just mentioned, that the rotation was aloft. It was off the surface. So we're also looking to the southern or southeastern part of the storm for that hook. That is indicative of where the rotation is associated. But then also a little bit farther to the north of where that rotation is, where you see these deeper shades of purple, that is where the hail was being realized, and something that many towns in this part of the state saw this afternoon, Bruce.
That's right. We did have some pretty good hail that came down in parts of the state, some severe hail, you know, technically hail the size of a quarter, about 1 inch in diameter, is what is considered the threshold for severe hail. And we had that occur in Stafford. Jim Lorello sent in these photos showing that the hail in this particular photo about 1 inch in diameter as he put the hail on a log and measured it there. But look at the hail in his hand. That is pretty large hail, indicative of instability aloft and also some rather cold air aloft as well. So it was hail that was the problem today and not damaging winds, fortunately, but we can't let our guard down just yet. There's our ICAM in Hartford, where we got a break in the action for now. And there's our ICAM in Waterbury showing some light fog. Now, fog may become an issue for a while tonight because of the warm front moving through. You can see some fog in New London as well. As far as the visibility goes, we're down to 3/4 of a mile in Chester, about 1 mile in Groton. Other parts of the state, the visibility is okay, but Bridgeport, the visibility there is 2.5 miles, and it could potentially become locally dense over the next couple of hours. We're still in the cool air. And that's the reason why we didn't have any rotation reach the ground, because the air near the ground is just too stable. But if we do pop into the warm air for a while this evening, and with a cold front moving through, we'll have more torrential rain and potentially some severe weather as well, or at least a few strong thunderstorms. So right now we got a wind in many parts of the state that's out of the east, indicating that the warm front is still to our south. Bridgeport has a wind out of the east-northeast at 21 miles an hour. And we look off to our south, that's where the warm air is. It's south of New York City, where Philadelphia is 70. And we got cool air on the back of a cold front. And there is a chance we'll pop into the warm air briefly as we go through this evening and tonight. But we've got another batch of heavy rain moving up across Long Island, targeting Connecticut, and a tornado watch in effect for eastern Pennsylvania into the mid-Atlantic states as this heavy line is moving into that tornado watch box right now, and that's moving to the northeast toward Connecticut. So FutureCast shows that we will have heavy rain at times this evening and tonight, right up through around 11 o'clock. Heavy downpours. Be aware of that if you're going to be out enjoying your Friday evening, that this will be very heavy rain, reducing the visibility and putting a lot of water on the roadways, and maybe some gusty winds too. Then after midnight, things will settle down. The rain will taper off to scattered showers, and tomorrow there could be a passing shower or two, but most of the day will be dry. However, it is going to be mostly cloudy, and a gusty northwest wind will likely keep temperatures in the 50s across much of the state. Then on ahead to Sunday, a break from the action in the morning, but more rain moves in for the afternoon. And there you saw it briefly. There could even be a wintry mix for a while in the northwest hills on Sunday. So get ready for a rather cool weekend and wet at times. So lows later on tonight will be in the 40s to near 50, and your highs for tomorrow in the 50s with a pretty gusty northwest wind or a shower or two. But tomorrow does look like the better of the 2 weekend days. More rain develops on Sunday than Monday. We get a break in the action, partly sunny at a high of 62. Tuesday, more rain in the morning, ending in the afternoon, and yet more rain on Wednesday. Thursday, we get a break, and then we could have potentially more rain on Friday. So it's a rather active 7-day forecast there, and a rather cool one for the most part as well as we head into the month of May. For the shoreline tomorrow and Sunday, highs mostly in the 50s.